Footballers are famous for spending millions on supercars, watches, and private jets, but their homes make those purchases look almost normal. Some include private golf courses, underground garages, fishing lakes, and bedrooms larger than ordinary houses. We are starting with the least expensive property and working our way up to a waterfront mansion costing more than $72 million. And the final house costs nearly 9 times more than Erling Haaland's 10-bedroom estate. These rankings use publicly reported purchase or construction prices, so their present values may be different. Starting at number 7 is Erling Haaland and his reported £6.2 million estate in Cheshire, England. That converts to approximately $8.2 million. The 4-story house contains 10 bedrooms, meaning Haaland could comfortably accommodate almost an entire starting 11. Outside, the estate reportedly includes extensive gardens, a private lake, an outdoor swimming pool, horse stables, and a separate coach house. But its strangest feature might be the enormous treehouse situated within the grounds. Haaland has also received approval to add a 4-car garage, giving him more room for his growing car collection. It might be the cheapest property in this ranking, but it already looks more like a private resort than somebody's home. At number 6 is Lionel Messi's $10.75 million waterfront mansion in Florida. Messi purchased the property shortly after joining Inter Miami. The house covers approximately 10,500 square feet and contains 8 bedrooms, 9.5 bathrooms, a 3-car garage, and a swimming pool. It also has 170 feet of waterfront, with 2 private boat docks providing direct access to the water. Inside, Messi has a fitness room, private spa, and a primary bedroom measuring approximately 1,600 square feet. Even maintaining this house is incredibly expensive. Its annual property taxes were estimated at more than $83,000, and yet Messi's mansion is only number 6. At number 5 is Kylian Mbappe's reported €11 million mansion in Madrid, worth approximately $12.8 million. The property previously belonged to former Real Madrid star Gareth Bale and sits on roughly 3,000 square meters of land. The actual house covers around 1,100 square meters, with 8 bedrooms and an unbelievable 11 bathrooms. Mbappe also has a cinema, sauna, gym, heated indoor and outdoor swimming pools, and a garage with enough space for 7 cars. However, the best features are found outside. The property reportedly includes its own football and basketball courts, as well as a private golf course installed during Bale's ownership. This is less of a house and more of a private sporting complex, and Mbappe reportedly paid €2 million below the original asking price. Number 4 is slightly different because Thierry Henry didn't purchase a traditional mansion. Instead, he bought a mansion in the sky. When Henry moved to America to play for the New York Red Bulls, he reportedly paid $14.85 million for a multi-level penthouse in New York's Soho district. The combined residence eventually grew to over 6,000 square feet, with 5 bedrooms, more than 6 bathrooms, several private terraces, and enormous glass windows offering panoramic views across New York. The property even included 2 private parking spaces, which are extremely valuable in Manhattan. In 2024, Henry's penthouse was listed for $27.25 million, almost twice what he originally paid. However, that was an asking price rather than a confirmed sale. At number 3 is Wayne Rooney's enormous Cheshire mansion, reportedly constructed for approximately £20 million, or around $25 million. Rooney grew up in a council house in Liverpool, but his current home contains nearly everything a professional footballer could want. It reportedly includes a full-sized football pitch, indoor swimming pool, cinema, wine cellar, snooker room, and a massive garage. Outside, the estate has 2 fishing lakes and extensive grounds, while the interior reportedly contains 2 separate lifts and a reinforced panic room. However, the house became famous for a completely different reason. During its construction, people online compared its large rectangular design to a Morrison's supermarket. That earned it the nickname, the Morrison's Mansion. It might resemble a supermarket from certain angles, but it is probably the only Morrison's containing a private football pitch and 2 fishing lakes. At number 2 is Cristiano Ronaldo's new mansion in Portugal. The property was initially expected to cost approximately €20 million. However, after more than 3 years of construction and numerous luxury additions, reports placed its final cost at around 35 million euros, or just over $40 million. The mansion reportedly contains 8 bedrooms, enormous living areas, a private cinema, and an infinity pool overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. Its most unusual feature is a massive glass swimming pool with an underwater walkway, allowing people inside the house to see swimmers through the bottom of the pool. Ronaldo also needed somewhere to keep his multi-million-dollar car collection. The property therefore contains an enormous underground garage built specifically for his vehicles. This would comfortably be #1 on most football property lists, but one former Manchester United player spent over $30 million more. The most expensive house in this ranking belongs to David and Victoria Beckham. In 2024, the couple reportedly paid $72.3 million for a newly constructed waterfront mansion in Miami Beach. The original asking price was $80 million, meaning the Beckhams technically received a discount of almost $8 million. The house covers approximately 14,279 square feet. It contains 9 bedrooms, 9 full bathrooms, and another 4 powder rooms. Its entrance features 2 reflecting pools, a waterfall, and an enormous 2-story living wall. Inside, there is a commercial-style kitchen, private cinema, gym, spa, and floor-to-ceiling glass overlooking the water. The outdoor area includes an infinity pool, marble terraces, rooftop entertainment space, and approximately 124 feet of waterfront. It even has enough space to moor the Beckham's yacht. At $72.3 million, this one house cost almost 9 times more than Haaland's Cheshire estate, and more than the homes of Haaland, Messi, Mbappe, and Henry combined. Neymar narrowly misses the ranking because he reportedly paid $26 million for waterfront land in Miami. Not a completed mansion. That means Neymar spent more on an empty plot than Rooney reportedly spent constructing his entire estate. If Neymar eventually builds a mansion on the property, it could easily enter a future version of this ranking. But before we finish, there's one special entry that might be the most unbelievable of them all. Reports of Lamine Yamal purchasing this incredible mansion emerged while he was still only 18 years old. And this isn't just another luxury home. The property previously belonged to Barcelona legend Gerard Piqué and global superstar Shakira, giving it one of the most famous histories on this entire list. Located just outside Barcelona, the mansion has reportedly been valued at around 11 million euros. Built in 2012, the wider estate was originally made up of 3 separate buildings, designed to provide its famous owners with complete space and privacy. Reports describe indoor and outdoor swimming pools, a private gym, a tennis court, landscaped gardens, and even the recording studio once used by Shakira herself. Its location also keeps Yamal close to Barcelona's training facilities, making it both an incredible luxury home and the perfect base for one of football's fastest rising superstars. Just think about that. Only a few years after making his professional debut at 15, Yamal had gone from being one of football's brightest young prospects to reportedly taking over the former home of 2 global icons. He might be the youngest player featured in this video, but this incredible mansion proves that Lamine Yamal is already living like one of the biggest stars in world football. If you could choose one, would you take Haaland's peaceful country estate, Ronaldo's Atlantic mansion, or Beckham's $72 million Miami home? Comment your choice below and subscribe for more stories about how football's biggest stars spend their money.